Hello everybody and welcome back to Star Citizen. In today's episode, I'm going to show you where the component shops are located in the landing zones of Olisar, Hex, and Levski. The first component shop I'm going to show you is one of the easiest to get to. So easy that I'm going to show you every step of the way from waking up right out of your bed to getting right to it. All you have to do is head down towards this way into the main area where you can spawn your ship. And from there, it's directly in view. Jumping through the window is completely optional. Yeah. Come down here, and this is the kiosk where you're going to be doing most of your buying and selling. And I'm including Port Olisar because there may be some new people to the game who aren't aware of this information. Now you can tell Dumper's Depot, you can see the sign, very distinctive. And you head inside, and here it is. And this is where you can buy all of like your coolers, all of your power supplies, all of your quantum drives. Hey, thank you. And all of your different shields. And here we are at Hex. You just take the elevators down from the landing pad down to the core, step off, walk over in this direction, and head up these stairs. It really doesn't matter which stairwell you take. They both kind of head to the same direction. I'm just going to show you this direction for the sake of this walkthrough. And turn left and just keep going ahead. The rest of these doors you find up here just usually lead to more habitation modules. These are places that you'll spawn at when you spawn at Hex and come out of. And this is what we're looking for over here at the right. You can tell it has those three little illuminated arrows pointing to it, and it's the only door that's open up here that you can just walk right into. And it's pretty hard to get lost at this point, but hey, how you doing? She's a good worker. She doesn't talk much. Damn good person, though. And this is Hex. This is all the stuff they have. And you can kind of go through and check it out. I found a couple of military-grade pieces here. I found a military-grade size 1 shield. I picked up a couple of those. But in general, this is the interesting thing. I love the back room area. And this is where they have the larger components. And you can just kind of go through. Look at that. That is a giant power plant. A giant shield, giant coolers. I feel like somebody shrunk me down when I came into this room. And that's essentially the way to get here, fairly easy. And once you find out how to get to these areas, it becomes second nature. These places feel very daunting and large when you first get into them, but they become small places very, very quickly. Now, the Dumper's Depot is really easy to get to in Levski. Now, this is where you first come into the Grand Barter area. And if you look over here to the left, there's the hospital. And over there's Conscientious Objects, which I've shown you guys before. Now, just head over here towards the hospital's left side. I'll just keep going around here. This is super easy to get to. And once you find it, you'll never forget. Just take your first left. And you can see the sign right down here, Dumper's Depot, and it's even giving you little arrows to show you how to get to it even further. So keep heading down this way, and once again, just keep following the sign. It's pretty much a straight path until you run across the next Dumper's Depot sign. And yeah, that's a fascinating sign you got there, isn't it? Take it all in, my friend. Take it all in. Head on inside. Oh yeah, hey, how you doing? Thank you. That was like a second ago, but it's nice of you to notice. I don't think you get a lot of people in here. Oh yeah, man, I'm planning on doing that in detail. So, I owe somebody an apology because there's not only more than 2 women in this world right now, there's actually 4. And if Tess comes back in before we can customize our characters, that's going to make 5. And with 3.1, we're supposed to be getting a new allotment of characterization options for our main character. But they didn't say anything about giving you a female character option yet, so we'll just have to see.
So make sure to check them out.
So, essentially, they have a lot of interesting stuff. Now, the thing about this place and Hex is essentially this. They have, like, size 2 items, and these things are just gigantic. Look at these things. I couldn't even imagine fitting one of these into your magic space pockets, because that would just be impossible. I think these are the kind of things you're going to need a power loader or like Titan armor to pick up and carry around. Because, yeah, look at that. That's a shield. That's a sizable difference. That's the power plant. And I believe this is a power plant as well. Yeah. That thing really catches my attention. Size 2, yeah. Grade C, civilian. So I really need to spend more time and just mull through every one of these. I'm not really spending much time buying size 2 items, but... Okay, so... Once you amassed a lot of cash and you've bought all the armor, and you realize that there's no ships you can buy right now, currently in the game, a lot of people have said, well, what do you waste your money on? Well, you're looking at it. I mean, these things are pretty expensive. Let's see if I can highlight. That's the only thing I have a little bit of an issue right now, is it is still terribly difficult to highlight and choose some things that are just right in front of you. It can be a little frustrating at times. And it's found kind of going through the inventory a little bit disheartening. So I got a little just, you know, obviously I'm not buying these size pieces of equipment right now, so I just kind of just backed off after a while. Okay, well, okay, let's choose this one again. But I mean, if you look over here, I mean, these are the transaction costs. You know, like 15 grand, almost 16 grand. Yeah, I can run you some cash after a while. Especially considering the fact that every time your ship blows up or you claim insurance on it, you lose these components. So you got to come back to these places and buy it again. Or when you visit these places, you kind of have to buy in bulk. You buy like 2 or 3 of them, so you have them hanging in reserve in case you need to outfit your ship again with that same component. So I think that's going to be the end of this tour of how to find the different places you can go to buy components. Hopefully that should help people out and clear up any kind of misgivings or just confusion as far as where to go. And I just want to have all these together in one video for you to look over. So thank you again for joining me for another episode of Star Citizen, and I hope to see you again. Goodbye, everybody.